Let's give a shout out to my man, the League of Villains. He was able to come across one of these Combiner Wars Optimus Prime figures. I do want to eventually pick up the whole Aerobot wave and possibly the Stunticons. I'm not too sure, but this is from a new comic series that's going to be starting soon, the Combiner Wars, which I don't know how it's going to take place. I've never seen Optimus Prime as a Combiner, but he does combined. Let's look at the back of the box real quick. You can see him Optimus mode or robot mode. In this truck mode, you can see he combines the Ultra Prime. So I'm curious on how the story is actually going to take place and what they're going to come up with. It's a nice idea, don't get me wrong, because growing up I thought combiners were awesome. You know, the ability to have 5, 6 robots form one giant robot, you know, similar to like Voltron. But you know, with Hasbro, Hasbro does a good job. I wouldn't put them. I mean, they have the history. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, this is what we've known. But the third-party companies, they're killing it right now. I mean, they are absolutely destroying it. The benefit from these type of figures from Hasbro is they are cheaper, a whole lot cheaper. I mean, Optimus Prime here is $25 compared to one of these guys, which some of them go for 100 plus. So, you know, it's all about how you want your money. Quality is okay. Quality is better on these, but these are still fun figures. It's for the masses who don't, you know, want to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Because like this is going to cost me almost, let's say close to $500 to complete. While this set will be under $100. So, you know, you do the math, but we'll crack them open, take some photos, see how we. Alright, so here we got Combiner Wars Optimus Prime. Now, it's Optimus Prime. The form looks pretty good. It's just, maybe I'm so spoiled by the third-party figures in that damn Masterpiece figure that I can't appreciate it too much, because there is some good to it, and it's just something that's really off with it. It's just weird. The plastic feels Hasbro quality. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a nice looking figure. I mean, it's Optimus Prime, but you have to get him in dynamic poses in order to justify it, because when you have him, let's see, straight up and down, joints are hella tight on him. When you have him straight up and down, he's just a really flat figure. I mean, look at the front of him. It's just so flat. He's just like a big giant square almost. I mean, but again, it's Optimus Prime. I mean, the form's all there. It's got pretty decent articulation. Arms rotate. They go out. Tight ratchet joint. Elbow goes up. You also got a swivel. This is kind of weird how it kind of pivots, but it's, again, part of the transformation as well. Does have waist movement. Legs move up. Bends at the knee. And just goes up and down at the ankle. No kind of pivot at all. Head can move side to side. So again, you know, it's Optimus Prime. I mean, the way it looks, it's just, I don't know, the plastic feels kind of, feels cheap in a way, but again, you know, $25 compared to $100 for combiners, I mean, you know, you can't really go wrong with that. It also does come with the card, which I've noticed a lot of the third-party figures tend to do. It's a good card. Cardboard. Nothing too special there. So, again, when I do Transformers, I don't show the transformation because I think it's a nice little puzzle. So, I'll get him into his other mode real quick. So, here's Optimus Prime in his Combiner torso mode. And it just looks a mess. I'm sorry, it does. There's some cool stuff with it, but having these hands right here just completely throws it off. I wish there was a way to hide that. The head sculpt does look pretty good, I might say. I do like the way it looks, but it's all around just weird. I mean, the feet right here. Maybe it will look better when you have all the other combiners on there, but right now I'm just not feeling it. Like I said, there's just a lot going on. This whole mechanism here, it looks like his arms are going to be way too far out. Again, I don't have to see it if I decide to get any more of these. I'm not sure, but I do like how they have this new mechanism right here. It's different from like the third-party ones where you had like the little plugs. This is like a little slide tab. So that's pretty nice. It's interesting. I haven't seen that before, and also with the feet. So it's just something about it. And then that just looks funky. I mean, don't display it that way at all. Never show the back. That's just weird. The front, there's the body, the torso, all that good stuff. But it just looks weird. So here he is in truck mode, which is possibly its worst mode. Nothing wants to clamp down and stay tight. Everything just pops loose. Huge gap right there. And I've mangled this thing trying to get everything locked into position. But, I mean, look at that. It just pops off. Maybe if I mess with it some more, but I'll never display it in this mode. I know that for sure. So again, the whole thing, you could pass on it. I mean, if you're an Optimus Prime fan, you're going to pick it up regardless. But it's, as far as the combiners goes, I'm more interested in the comic than I am the figures. I thought I would be, but after seeing this, I don't know. Maybe if I get some of the aerial bots, I might change my mind. I'll probably do the whole wave. I mean, they're cheap enough. I mean, why not? But Hasbro still got some way to go. It's a good start. Also forgot to show off his guns, which also, you can see there's his classic Optimus Prime gun, and it connects to an even longer gun. Big deal.